There is a thin line between bullying and bully-like behavior in the workplace. My name is Tammy Dunnett, your leadership and communication skills coach, and in today's Courageous Conversations, we're going to help you address some of those nonverbal gestures that you may see in the workplace that are being interpreted as offensive. Now we're going to start out with a scenario that I have witnessed and likely plays out in many of your offices and staff meetings as well. I will give you a script and share with you the benefits of that particular script. So let's start with the scenario. Staff meetings. Whether you love them or hate them, there is always a likelihood that they will be at a time that's not convenient for you, or they will run late into your next thing. So what happens when that meeting is getting close to the end of its scheduled time and somebody raises their hand and you know that they always ask really great questions? You may notice an audible gasp or sigh coming out of some of your colleagues in that room. Now, the question is, when they go, "oh," as you raise your hand, are they trying to intimidate you to put your hand down and not ask your question? Or are they thinking to their minds, "oh my God, I'm going to be late for my next meeting. I hope this leader really knows how to tighten this up fast"? We don't know. And this is the problem between bully-like and bullying behavior. We often don't stop to inquire, but we know that it has an impact, and both of those will have the same impact. The person's going to go away with their perception, their interpretation, and if they feel it was bullying, that's what they're going to label it. So how do we really find out what we're dealing with? We're going to have a courageous conversation. Now, today's script I'm going to be sharing, you can find it here in the 50 Powerful Scripts to Stop Offensive Behaviors. Free download, you'll find the link here. And this is the one under nonverbal behaviors, because not everything that happens in the workplace is verbal. So someone is gesturing in a nonverbal way, which is tone of voice, rolling of the eyes, body posturing, use of space, and in this case, in the example, an audible sigh. So here's your script. What did it mean when you sighed out loud after I raised my hand? Now, what's so great about this script is it is staying in the facts. I heard you sigh when I raised my hand. It's asking if there's a connection between the two in a non-defensive way. I'm not accusing them of thinking anything in particular, and I have to also put my perception aside, which is, now my recommendation would be to have this conversation after. Often I will encourage people to have their conversations at the most convenient time, closest to the incident. And this can be said in the actual moment when it happens, when you raise your hand and you hear them, you can go, "Hey, what did you mean by that?" while your hand is still raised before you're called on. Or you can say, "Can we just talk after quickly?" and bring it up after the fact, where there's some privacy. So there's great benefits in using a script, having a script in your back pocket for these moments. If you've experienced a pattern of behavior, especially if it's nonverbal, this is an awesome script to use because you're calling out the behavior. You're not giving an interpretation. So you are not saying, "Hey, were you trying to silence me when I put my hand up?" That's your interpretation. Or why were you annoyed is often what we'll hear. "Why were you annoyed when I put my hand up?" That's your interpretation. The fact is there was a sigh. That's the only fact we have. And we need to understand what it was about. Be sure to download your copy of the 50 Powerful Scripts to End Offensive Behaviors today. Link is here, as I said. Subscribe and follow and share this with somebody who needs to hear this one today. And let me know in the comments how this is helping you. Again, my name is Tammy, your leadership and communication skills coach. And make sure you stay connected so you get the next Courageous Conversations video.